Welcome to this Teaching Techniques video created by St Giles International in collaboration with ANELTA, the Angolan English Language Teaching Association.
This video is all about task feedback. After any practice exercise, so our learners can find out how well they have done, we need to do task feedback. You should do task feedback for all types of lessons. In other words, grammar, vocabulary, and skills. While your students are doing the task you have set, monitor them if you can. This will help you to identify who is doing the task well and who needs more help. If your learners have been doing a task on their own, get them to check their answers with a partner before you start the class feedback, so that they can be more confident that they have the correct answer before you discuss the answers as a whole class. Nominate different learners, so you get answers from a selection of students, and so the lesson keeps to a good pace. If you like, ask other students if they agree after their classmate has answered. This is called cross-checking. Particularly if the first student has made a mistake, this is a way of getting students to peer correct, which often helps the learners to see the value of their classmates' contributions alongside that of their teacher. Give praise for correct answers, and for exercises such as gap fills, where only one answer is correct, write the answer on the board. This helps to give clear confirmation to the students of what is correct. After speaking activities, you can choose to focus on the language your learners have produced, or on the overall content. If you focus on language, write good phrases on the board and praise students who said them. If there were any mistakes made by several learners, you could write example phrases on the board and ask learners to correct them. If you focus on content, comment on anything produced by the students which you found enjoyable or interesting. You could ask stronger students to do the same. Let's watch Erica doing feedback on different tasks with her advanced class. For each point Erica focuses on, notice which technique she uses and how they keep the students engaged and involved in the lesson. Firstly, let's watch Erica do feedback on a vocabulary exercise where students need to match collocations. The students have done the task individually and have already checked their answers with a partner, so they can be more confident that their answers are correct.
Okay, let's check. Okay, so Clara Lou, what have you got for number one? Painfully slow. Do you guys agree? Yeah? Yeah, that's great. Well done. Painfully slow. Okay, and Serafina, number two? Heavily dependent. What do you think? That's good, yeah. Great. And Jaya, number 9?
Heavily inadequate.
Inadequate. So, what do you think? Did you have the same or something different? Yeah, it is totally inadequate.
In the first clip, Erica gives clear indication that the feedback stage will begin. She says, "Okay, let's check." She nominates a student to answer. Next, she cross-checks to see if other members of the class agree, and she gives praise when she confirms that the answer is correct. As there is only one correct answer to this question, she is able to write it on the board for reference. In the second clip, the first answer that Erica gets from a student is incorrect, so she uses cross-checking again. She asks the class, "Do you have the same or something different?" This enables another student to give peer correction, emphasizing the value of contributions from the whole class. Next, we'll see Erica doing feedback for a speaking task. She has monitored the class while they are speaking and has prepared the board ready for feedback. She's divided it into two sections: good use of language, indicated by a happy face, and errors to correct, indicated by a question mark. Now let's see the feedback to this task.
What beautiful places you're talking about. I want to go on holiday. So, Leonie, where was the place that you talked about?
So it was when I woke up in Slovenia. So I drove there with the camper and we put our car in the night. So we didn't know how it's gonna look like, and then we woke up in the morning and the view was extremely beautiful. There was no one there. We were directly next to the lake and the lake was frozen, and it was extremely excited, so I just ran out of the car and over the lake, and yes, that was
So you went
totally perfect for me, yes.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful view to wake up to. Fantastic. So when you were speaking, I noticed some really lovely expressions that you were using. So I heard you saying it was utterly perfect, really nice. Utterly, same as saying it was, what's another word for utterly? Yeah, exactly, absolutely perfect was the word. And you talked about the pristine white sand. So the sand, is it clean or dirty? Yeah, absolutely perfect and clean. And you talked about the crystal clear water as well. These are all great expressions. And then I heard a few little mistakes, okay, just 3 little mistakes. So with your partner, just take one moment and see, can you correct them, okay? Okay. Let's see. So, Stefan, can you choose one to correct for us?
I'll take the second one. It has to be completely unspoiled or not unspoiled at all.
Great, nice.
First of all, Erica chooses to focus on content. She does this with the class as a whole when she says, "What beautiful places you're talking about." And with the nominated student when she says, "A beautiful view to wake up to, fantastic." Here she shows clearly that she is interested in what the student said and that she enjoyed it. After this, Erica focuses on language. She makes sure that she highlights several examples of good use of language, and she gives praise for these, so that students can see that overall they have done the task well. Then she turns to errors and emphasizes that these are not major issues. She says there are a few little mistakes, just 3 little mistakes. After students have worked together to correct them, Erica uses nomination again in feedback, but this time she gives the student a choice of which sentence to discuss, so he is able to work with something he is confident with. Erica gives praise and writes the corrected version so that students have clear confirmation and a reference on the board. Task feedback is good for both the students and the teacher. It demonstrates that learners have used the language accurately and appropriately. It highlights progress from the previous stage of the lesson. It shows that our learners are ready to move to the next stage of the lesson or to the next lesson in the syllabus. Keep these tips in mind next time you're getting feedback from your students.
This video was created for the Partnered Remote Language Improvement Project, Prelim 3. It was funded by the British Council and run in partnership with IATEFL and English UK.